Yo, what is going on, everybody? It's your boy Evolutions, and today I'm going to be showing you the best ranked DP teams to play in Dragon Ball Sparking Zero. So right now, we're looking at my main team. I know a lot of y'all been struggling in ranked DP matches. You don't really understand. You don't know how to use your points wisely, or you're just picking Goku Ultra Instinct and just hoping for the best. So now I'm here to help you guys out and let you know that you've been doing it all wrong. So for starters, you get 15 points, right? You want to do the best as you can to spread those points around and get really well-rounded characters for situations, right? So I like to build my characters or my team around situations, right? So Trunks is really an all-around character. He's good to start with, kind of, test your opponent out, see what they're capable of, see if they vanish a lot, see if they know what they're doing, right? And at the end of the day, Trunks, he's a brawler, man. When he goes Super Saiyan, he's a brawler. He's really strong. He's definitely not a weak character, but he's not as good as Kale or Broly, right? But he's good enough to get the job done. Definitely not a character to sleep on. Like, I would say he's like an A-tier character for the team, and then the tiers kind of go up little by little, right? So, one thing you should also consider is the technique information. So, base Trunks has After Image. After Image, what it does is when you use it, the next time someone attacks you, you teleport for free one time. And then it sets you up for an offensive situation, or it clears you out of a dangerous situation, right? So you definitely want to keep that in mind. He also has other good attacks like Lightning Sword Slash. He has Finish Buster, Burning Storm, and then the other ability, Power Up to the very limit, which is really good. It could get your key all the way up in sticky situations, so that way you can get into sparking and then cook up. So, when he's Super Saiyan, he has Explosive Wave. Explosive Wave is really good because it's a defensive move. If it's coming down to the wire and your opponent is just rushing you, you can kind of bait them into your Explosive Wave. It's really good. Burning Attack and Storm is really good. Burning Heart is really good. Shining Sword Attack is obviously better than Base Trunks' sparking move. But you definitely want to consider the situation, right? So my next character is going to be Kale. So for Kale, I use her for a reason. I use her for a reason because she starts off all around and she's pretty quick, right? So right now, when I'm using Kale, I'm probably in the middle of the match, right? So as you can see, she's 5 DP, right? So we start off with 4 DP, then 5 DP. Kale is stronger, right, than Trunks. Base Trunks, right? But when she goes Super Saiyan, you can go Berserker, or we can just go Super Saiyan, right? So, depending on the match and kind of knowing who you have left or knowing who your opponent has left, you can make a decision of going Berserker for a little bit more tankiness, a little bit more resistance. Berserker doesn't get flinched, and she's just a powerhouse, but she's not as quick. She's not as quick, so it is kind of risky. She's a big girl, so she can get comboed and she can get worked on, right? But it's definitely situational. So Super Saiyan Kale, she's quick, she's strong, but not as strong. But she's quick. She's all around ×2, right? So, again, keep in mind the abilities. Going Berserk, that would buffer up all the way to Sparking. That's really good. That's really good. Resistance Blast is also a really good move. But, what does she have? She has Berserk Rage, Cry of Rage. There's really good buffing abilities. And then Berserk Blaster. And then Super Saiyan has Wild Sense. Wild Sense is really good. Wild Sense is really good. You definitely want to keep that because it gives you another teleport. Another teleport, very similar to After Image. Definitely want to keep that in mind. So, the scenario that I would go Berserk versus Super Saiyan or Super Saiyan versus Berserk is if I know that they have a lot more characters, or if I know that the matchup is kind of leaning towards I need like a tank. I need a powerhouse. I need someone that will bulldoze through these characters and get them out the way quick, right? And yes, I know what you're thinking. I have Broly at the end, so why not just leave him? Well, my answer to that is why not 2 tanks, right? Why not 2 tanks, right? If I feel like Broly's going to have a tough time clutching, I'm going to go as a tank. I'm going to go as a sub-anchor. Because the reason I have Broly last is because, yes, he's a tank, but Final Form, he's a DP9. He has Wild Move, Untamed Instinct. He's broken. He's broken. He has a lot of a lot of cheese. I'm not gonna lie, he has a lot of cheese. He doesn't get stunned that easily at all. He's just a tank, right? So if I feel like it's gonna be hard for Broly to kind of clutch up, I'm gonna go Berserker on Kale, just to kind of give Broly a fighting chance, right? Broly could kind of clutch a 1v2, maybe a 1v3. If it's looking like a 1v3, I'm gonna go Berserk, right? So you definitely want to keep those things in mind, the transformation in mind with the characters. This team is my rank team. I use this team every day. It's really good because Kale is a really good deciding factor on the pacing of the match, and she's a make or break kind of character. Because if I choose wrong and I go Berserker when I don't need to, it could kind of bite me in the ass, and then I could cost unnecessary loss, or I could catch that dub. I could clutch up, right? So I think this team's really good. This team is very diverse, very versatile too. So this team's really good. We start off pretty quick. We start off quick and strong, and then we kind of at this point with Kale, we kind of feel our opponent out, see what's going on, right? So you definitely want to keep that in mind, guys. You want to keep in mind where your characters bring to the table, where your characters are in charge of the match. Broly is in charge of wrapping it up, taking care of business, getting down and dirty, right? Trunks, he's capable of winning that first one-on-one. You got to win that first one-on-one to set the tone, to set the pace, to win that lead. Kale is there to either fill in the gap of a losing game or extend that lead, right? That's her point. Broly, he's there as a last resort. Broly is a last resort. He's my trump card. That's my team, right? So we got a good starter and then a wall. I like to think of Kale as a wall. There's a wall, and then she's hit or miss. Not necessarily hit or miss, but she could switch it up on you. She's very versatile. And then Broly, down to business. So that's my first team. The second team, Dr. Gero.
Looks like I'm up.
He's 4 DP. We got Kid Goku. You got the After Image Strike. So After Image and Wild Sense are completely different from After Image Strike. After Image Strike is a full-blown offensive move. You get punished after this. Really good. And he's only 3 DP. He has a Kamehameha. He has the commencing counterattack. He even has False Courage to give him a little bit of tankiness, a little bit of resistance. He doesn't flinch as much. It's really good.
Okay, let's go.
We're at 7 DP now. So now, who do I use next, you're wondering? So, I could go Broly, or if I want to fill in more characters just to have a long, healthy lineup, I'm going to go Yajirobe. Yajirobe, this guy, man, look, all I got to do is this. All you got to see is the second ability, Sensu Beans, man. Sensu Beans heals him all the way up, man. And depending on where you have him, if you have him in the middle, he can become a wall. Like, he could just be that character that just doesn't die and is just annoying, and he's wearing out your opponent. Wearing out your opponent, costing them ki, costing them everything. Just chipping away at them. Really good character. And how many points do we have left? How many points? So we got 9. So 9, we could get a 6th character in, right? We could go Broly, right? Or if we want to be a little bit more versatile, because Broly is slow. Broly is slow. We can go with Goku Super Saiyan, which has the ability to go to Goku Super Saiyan Blue. Now, Goku, man, you already know Goku's like that. Goku's him, man. So this is a 4-character team. So let me tell you a secret, man. Dr. Gero is probably one of the best characters in the game because he has a grab that takes your health away, but it heals him. And then his ultimate move, the Drain Life 20, takes away your health and it heals him. Broken. Right? We got Kid Goku. Or Teen Goku. After Image Strike. Broken. We got Yajirobe with the Sensu Beans. And then we have Goku. Goku, he's a clutch character too. He's so strong. So strong. So this right here is the second team I like to use Like, if I know the sweats are online, if I know it's going to get a little sweaty and I got to play a little bit different, I kind of got to cheese a little bit. This is a team I'm going to run out with. I'm going to start off with Dr. Giro, just because in the late game, you don't want to be an android because you can't charge. You can't charge key. You have to regenerate it by being aggressive, right? So you want to start off aggressive, get that key, get a few grabs in, get abilities out, drain their health, all that. So he's a good starting character. And then Teen Goku, man, the after image strike, he's just a brawler. Then you got Yajirobe with the sensu beans, and then Goku just to be a tank. You know, he's the authority, you know what I'm saying? So these are my two teams, guys. I really hope these teams help you out. These are really good teams. I use them myself personally. They're really, really good. And let me know what you guys think down below. Be sure to leave a like, comment, and definitely subscribe. Appreciate you all watching. And I'll see you on the next one.